Guys, I have some questions from differential calculus to solve. Let's see. So the first question is find a formula for the inverse of the given function. Also find the domain and range of f and f inverse. So let's see. So first of all, if we have this kind of question, uh, okay, let's find the inverse first. So f of x is given. It's equal to 3x plus 2 over minus x plus 9. So how to find the inverse of this? To find the inverse of this, like I put y instead of f of x because both of them are same. So y is equal to 3x plus 2 over minus x plus 9. Now I have to solve for x. So to solve for x, let's first I am going to multiply this one by this y by this number. So it's going to be y times negative x plus 9 is equal to 3x plus 2. So this is going to be now I'm going to expand the y with the x this value. So it's going to be negative xy plus 9y is equal to 3x plus 2. So now what I have to do is I have to let's see what I can do. So in this case let's bring the x in one side and y in other side. So if I put this one 9y minus 2 and this minus xy I'm going to bring to the other side, so it's going to be 3x plus xy. So we have some idea right now. Okay, 9y minus 2. So in this case I can take the x common. If I take x common, it's going to be 3 plus y. So x is going to be equal to 9y minus 2 over 3 plus y. So this is my x. So now instead of y I have to put x, and that's going to be my f of x inverse. So 9x minus 2 over 3 plus x. So this is my answer for the f inverse, and they are asking also find the domain and range for f and f inverse. First of all, we have to know how does the graph look like. So the graph is going to be like this. For this kind of equation, the graph will be like this. One is in this side in the first quadrant and one is in the third quadrant. It's going to be like this. But since the bottom of this equation shouldn't be 0, because if you divide anything by 0 it will become infinity, right? So therefore bottom shouldn't be 0. So we have to solve for an x and find in which case the bottom will become 0. So if I solve for the bottom part, it's going to be negative x plus 9 is equal to 0. So negative x is negative 9. Therefore x is equal to 9. But in this case x shouldn't be equal to 9. That's what we are that's why we are finding that one, because that's going to be an asymptote. So when we write domain, I have to redraw this graph. So it's going to be um, let's draw this graph. So this graph is going to be it's going to reach until 9, and x is equal to 9, and it's going to create an asymptote right there like this. So it's going to be like this, and that's going to be my domain. So domain is going to be negative infinity to 9, then 9 to positive infinity. So you put the u in between, so 9 to positive infinity. So this is the domain. So domain of f of x is going to be equal to range of f of x inverse. And now let's find the range for f of x. To find the range of f of x, I have to consider this idea and apply to f of x inverse. We have found the f of x inverse here. So in which case x is the bottom will become 0. If you look at that, when x is equal to minus 3, if I solve for this, 3 plus x is equal to 0. So when x is equal to minus 3, this bottom part will become 0. Therefore we should be careful that it shouldn't be minus 3. Therefore this horizontal asymptote is going to be minus 3. So this graph turns at negative 3. Therefore the range is going to be negative infinity to minus 3, minus 3, then minus 3 to positive infinity. So this is my answer for this question. Let's do the second question. So if I do the second question is f of x is equal to square root of 20x minus 5, 20x minus 5. And first of all, before let's see, the first question is find the inverse function. So f of x inverse, the same approach. Instead of f of x, I'm going to put y. So y is equal to 20 square root of 20x minus 5. So to get rid of the square root, I got to square both sides. So it's going to be y square is equal to 20x minus 5. So I have to solve in terms of x. It's going to be y square minus 5 over 20. Y square plus 5 over 20 is equal to x. So now in terms of x, I'm going to put f of x inverse, and in terms of y, I'm going to put x square plus y 5 over 20. So this is going to be my f inverse. And the next question is find the domain and range for of f and f of f inverse. So first of all, to find the domain and range, I have to know how does the graph look like. So for this kind of like a f of x equal to root x, the graph will look like this. But in this case we have to be careful, whatever in the square root shouldn't be equal to 0. So if we solve for x, 20x minus 5 equal to 0, it's going to give us x is equal to 5 over 20, which is equal to 1 over 4. So this graph is going to start from 1 over 4, because that's where it should start. So therefore the domain is going to be 1 over 4 to positive infinity, because there's no point after this, before this. So domain is going to be uh, 1 over 4 to positive infinity, and range, as you look at the graph, you can say the range is 0 to positive infinity. 0 to positive infinity. So domain of f of x is going to be range of f inverse. So this is domain of f of x. So range of f inverse is going to be same or as domain of f of x, and range domain of f inverse is going to be range of f of x. So domain of f inverse is this. So that's all we have to do in this question. So let's move to the next question. Next question is asking graph the function by hand, not by plotting points, but by starting with a graph of one of the standard function and applying appropriate transformation. So the first graph they have given is y is equal to 2x plus 4 minus 2. So first of all, to draw this graph, I had to know how does y equal to root of x looks like. So it's going to be look like this. So this is the y is equal to root x graph. So if it's root of 2 y is equal square root of 2x plus 4 minus 2, mean I have to now factor the graph, factor the square root. So it's going to be square root of, I can take the 2 common, so it's going to be x plus 2 minus 2. So x plus 2 mean this graph is moving 2 units to the right side, and minus 2 mean 2 units to the down. So let's draw that. So if I move this graph 2 units to the right side, it's going to be starting from here, and it's 2 units to the down. Actually 2 units, so if it's plus, it's 2 units to the left side, 2 units to the left side. So it's going to be minus, x is equal to minus 2, uh, and this is minus 2, so it's going to be 2 units down, 2 units down. So the graph is going to start from here, and we have to find at 0 where's the y value. So if I put 0 for the x here, it's going to be 2 times 0 plus 2 times 2 is going to be 4. So 2 times 0 is 0, 2 times 4 is 4, so 4 is, square root of 4 is going to be 2, 2 minus 2 is going to be 0, so it's going to be crossing 0. Crossing 0, and the graph looks like this. So this is the graph for that question. And the next question is asking y is equal to e to the power of x minus 2 plus 1. So first of all, I had to know what is the graph of e to the power of x looks like. So this is the graph for e to the power of x. This is like going all the way and increasing like this, and it crosses 1 here. So this is e to the power of x graph, and they are saying it's e to the power of x minus 2. Minus 2 means 2 units to the right, and it's 2 units to the right and 1 units upside. Plus 1 means 1 units to the upside. So let's draw that graph. So it's going to be at 2 and 2 units to the 2 units to the right side. Yeah, 2 units to the right side. So what's going to happen is this is going to be going straight for into 1, and when it's become 2, it's going to be crossing 1. Instead of crossing 1 at 0, it's going to crossing 2, in this case 2, because we have lifted this one unit up, so it's going to cross 2 now. So that's how we draw this graph. So this is y is equal to e to the power of x minus 2 plus 1. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. See you next time.